Okay. And what influenced your decision to put it off?
Probably time more than anything. Just making the appointment, attending the appointment. So time more than anything.
Okay, great. Can you say a bit more about time? Would that relate to, say, the availability of appointments or anything like that?
So my time more than the doctor's. Sorry, my time rather than the doctor's practice.
Okay, great. And what if you were to set yourself a reminder? What would be the best way of doing that?
Probably on my phone.
Okay. It's surprising how many people say that, or not surprising, as you may guess nowadays.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, thinking on a bit. So, on the occasions when you have gone for your screen,
yeah,
what made you decide to go?
Probably knowing it was overdue and thinking I need to sort this out.
Okay. So, was there anything else that might play into that?
No, just the fact that it was overdue and you are taking a risk if you don't have it done.
Okay. So, in the past when you've been, did you have any questions that you wanted to ask?
No, I've just gone and had it done and sort of hope for the best, really.
Okay. So if you did have any questions, how would you ask? How might you go about getting them answered?
I'd ask the person that actually did the test.
Okay. So yeah, this sounds like I'm repeating myself, but on those occasions you have not gone for your test or delayed your test, what has stopped you?
Time.
Okay. And how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about delaying it or not having the time?
Yeah, about the time stopping you from going.
I think we all lead extremely busy lives, and sometimes it's hard to fit a routine test. It's similar to, in my opinion, to the dentist. I don't sort of regularly go to the dentist every 6 months due to time. I'd probably go if I get a toothache.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask a bit of a different angle then. So, was there anything about the physical impact of the screening that might have played into your decision to delay?
No, not particularly. No.
No. Or how about how you felt about it in terms of worry or anxiety or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Brilliant. Doing well, Amanda. Thank you. So, what would make you more likely to go for your smear test in future?
If I'd had one that had come back with, for example, abnormal cells, then I think it would be paramount that you attended every appointment without delaying it.
Yeah. Anything else?
Probably not, though.
No. So, perhaps when you're talking about time being one of the things that's precious to you, is the timing of appointments, would there be something around that might help make it more easier for you to go?
Yeah, probably if surgeries or clinics, etc., stayed open longer hours or weekends, then certainly it would make life easier. Okay, so I'm going to give you a big magic wand now, and I'm going to say,
if you could make one change to the whole process of the cervical screening,
Mhm.
that would make it that could make it easier, what would you do? Where would your spell be cast?
Yeah. Probably giving people more places where it could be done and with more available appointments.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, great. Okay, so now I'm going to switch it around a little bit and ask you to think about if you were talking to somebody else, say a friend or a relative, about the screening, and they turn around to you and said, it's embarrassing. What might you say to them?
I'd say there's nothing really embarrassing about it. It's just one of those things that the person conducting the test does thousands. It's a job. It's nothing embarrassing about it.
Okay. And how about if they said to you it was unnecessary?
I would say I believe it is necessary.
Okay. And what about if they said it was painful?
Sorry, what about what?
If they said it was painful?
I would say, in my opinion, it's uncomfortable. It's not painful.
Okay, great. And if they were saying it wasn't worth it?
Once again, in my opinion, I think it is worth it.
And we're almost there. So what about if they were suggesting it was a hassle?
I would say, well, it's personal choice, but I know people personally that have had abnormal smears, and without having the actual smear test, then it would have gone on to full-blown cervical cancer.
Okay. And sort of final one of this section is, in fact, the final question to you is, if that person then said they're too busy to do it?
I would say try and make the time.
Anything else you would add to that, maybe?
Probably not, no, because as we've discussed, time isn't, for me, is an issue, but eventually I have made the time to have it done.
Okay. Okay, that's great. So that concludes my set of questions.